Hi, Mark Savage here with Savage on Wheels. We're celebrating America today, and what better way to do that with an all-American muscle car. This is a beautiful new Mustang Mach 1. And Mach 1 is the fastest 5-liter V8 out there, and this thing is jet fighter gray, they tell me. I mean, it's gray, that's for sure. I love the non-reflective stripe on the hood with the cool orange stripe around it. That's nice. They even made the Brembo brakes orange to match it here. And we're celebrating speed. And we're celebrating the fact that in America you can still own a car like this and have a lot of fun. You know, this is the car that, speed is something that everybody talks about, and I think a whole lot of people really enjoy. I mean, it's the reason that Darrell Waltrip goes boogity boogity when he sees the NASCARs, right? Well, we're going to take you for a ride in this thing. 480 horsepower. I already told you it's got a big V8. It's a reasonable price considering, and we'll talk a little bit about that and tell you that, you know, Mr. Shelby years ago took on Mustang and took on Ford and really made them go fast, and it's still rubbing off here. Now the Shelby folks, the Shelby American folks, have done some great things with the GT 350 and the 500. This doesn't have as much horsepower as that, but it doesn't cost as much either, and it's still got a lot of great parts on it, and it's still fast as all get out. Just take a quick walk around, Paul. Obviously, if it's a Mach 1, you got to tell people it's a Mach 1 on there someplace, right? We got the ZR heavy-duty racing tires, 19 inches worth. We got the cool Mustang taillights. We've got a spoiler on the back. If you move up, and there's a competition package that also has a bigger spoiler on it with a gurney flap on it. That's got to be cool. I'd love to have that myself, but hey, for the price, this is pretty awesome. And again, it looks sleek. It looks like a Mustang. And down below, Paul, check these babies out. We got 4 of these, and they make a lot of noise. I'll tell you what, I'll go take start it up, and you can listen to it. There's a whole lot of things we can adjust on here. The exhaust is one. I press this little pony on here, and it pulls this up, shows exhaust mode. I hit OK. It starts out in normal, of course. I can go sport or track, and of course we want track because we want this to make some noise and have some fun. So there's that. Let's go on here. We got, obviously, this is really kind of a small screen for a car these days, but it's easy to see. It's easy to understand. We can turn things on and off. The oil pressure, and we got the vac up here. And you know, it's a reasonable dash here. I'm going to press a couple of these buttons here. Here's our mode button. We got normal mode, Sport Plus again, and track. So we'll use the track mode here just for fun. Let's hit OK. All right. And then the steering I think is automatically set now that we're on track mode. And traction control, you'd probably want that off because you're going to want to spin the tires a little bit. A little bit. So let's just see, you know, what this baby will do. We're going to take it on the road now, and I think it's going to be a little bit of fun. Right, so now we're inside the Mustang Mach 1, 480 horsepower. That should be enough to get us onto the highway. We'll check it out down here. I've now adjusted all of the settings. We have steering settings. We have the mode to put it in, so we've got it on track mode, we've got it on the steering on the sport mode, and I think we're ready to blast onto the freeway, assuming we don't have the police here like we did the one time, right, Paul?
Yeah.
And I see a nice big slow pickup truck,
slow truck
turning in front of us right now, so let's hope we can slow down enough that lets him get away. You can hear, the nice thing is this has it automatically brakes and downshifts and clutches down for you, so hang on just a second. Here we go.
There we go. Whoa!
Hear a downshift? That sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As Paul and I said, This is the difference between this car and a lot of other cars, and especially the electric cars. This sounds awesome. V8 power, 5-liter V8. This is the fastest 5-liter V8 that Ford makes. Of course, they only make a few cars these days, and that's all Mustangs. So, you know, this thing is a rocket. It's track worthy. You can take it there. There's also a drag strip setting that we can put it on here. If you've got the money, and this one's only 59 grand, I don't think that's horrible considering now Corvettes, which we like and we've had some fun with, they're now up to that mid-70 range. This is a rocket ship, and if you want to take it out to track days in Milwaukee, we got some track days on the Milwaukee Mile. Up at Road America, they have some track days up there. You know, if you want to have some fun and have a car you can drive every day, obviously, got a back seat, got a reasonable trunk, why wouldn't you want to have some fun? And of course, the Mustangs always look great. Just cover all the things we want to mention about the car. I know we mentioned the exhaust tips came off that GT500 that Shelby created. Also the rear diffuser on this, and then there's some other things that they've added, some more duct cooling and differential cooling on here that they've carried over from the Shelby models. And then the underbody ductwork that they put on this helps cool the brakes more and better than on a regular Mustang. And then there's engine and transmission cooling upgrades on this. And it's just, you know, a lot of technical stuff has gone into this. There's also traction control that you can turn off in case you're out on the drag strip. So all sorts of cool odds and ends. A lot of fun. And then Car and Driver tells us this thing will do 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds, which isn't like super dramatic compared to like the Shelby GT500. That'll do 3.6 seconds for the 0 to 60, but still we got a top speed of 168 versus about 186 in that Shelby. So 168 mile per hour. I can't remember the last time I did that fast. So the Mach 1, a fun Mustang, a fast Mustang. This one starts about 52,000 with some options on it, including a 10-speed automatic. This goes up to almost 59 and some change. Paul and I talked about it. The automatic is wonderful. When we went to the Shelby driving experience, we found out that actually the 10-speed automatic is quicker than most human beings can actually shift manually. So it comes with a 6-speed manual. I'd go with the automatic. It downshifts for you. You can hear it. It sounds wonderful. It's just a lot of fun. And at $59,000, like I say, it's a lot of money for some of us. But if you want to buy a car that's track worthy, this is a pretty big bargain.